Imagine your life as a book, each page holding a unique story, woven together to create the narrative of who you are. Some pages are lighthearted and full of warmth, capturing the innocent laughter of childhood, the thrill of first experiences, and the dreams of youth that seemed limitless. Others are filled with challenges, hardships, and the lessons you had to learn the hard way. Each chapter represents a different stage of your journey, shaped by the choices you've made, the people who have walked in and out of your life, and the experiences that have defined you. As you flip through these pages, you might find moments of overwhelming joy, times when you felt truly alive, when everything seemed to fall into place. These are the pages you would want to read again and again, the ones that bring a smile to your face and warmth to your heart. You might linger on the memories of deep conversations, laughter shared with loved ones, and victories that once seemed impossible. But not every page is easy to read. Some are filled with pain, regret, and disappointment, moments when you felt lost, when you made choices you wish you could undo, or when life seemed unbearably difficult. There might be chapters that bring tears to your eyes, reminding you of heartbreak, loss, or failures that left you questioning everything. These are the pages you might wish you could skip, rewrite, or erase altogether. Yet, every single page, whether filled with joy or sorrow, success or struggle, has contributed to the person you are today. The painful moments, though difficult to relive, have likely been the ones that shaped your strength, resilience, and wisdom. The mistakes you made may have led to valuable lessons, guiding you toward better decisions and deeper understanding. The heartbreaks might have opened your eyes to the meaning of true love and connection. So, if given the chance, would you pick up this book and read it all over again? Would you want to relive every single moment, the laughter and the tears, the triumphs and the failures? Would you choose to go back and correct past mistakes, take a different path, or make choices that could have led you somewhere else? Or would you simply sit in reflection, appreciating everything that has brought you to where you are today? Perhaps instead of dwelling on the past, the real question is, what will you write next? Your story is still unfolding. The future chapters are blank, waiting for you to fill them with new experiences, new dreams, and endless possibilities. You have the power to create a narrative that excites you, one that you would be proud to read when you reach the final page. So, rather than longing to rewrite what has already been written, perhaps the best thing you can do is embrace your story as it is, every page, every chapter, every lesson. And then, with courage and intention, turn the page and begin writing the next part of your journey, one that is filled with hope, love, adventure, and the unwavering belief that the best chapters are yet to come. The desire to relive beautiful moments. For many people, if given the chance, they wouldn't hesitate to say, "Yes, I want to relive the most beautiful moments of my life." They long to return to those radiant days when life seemed so much simpler, when every joy was pure and untainted, and when the world stretched infinitely before them, brimming with endless possibilities waiting to be explored. Perhaps it was the carefree childhood days, when the smallest things could bring the greatest joy. Running barefoot in the rain, feeling the cool droplets kiss your skin as you laughed without a care in the world. The long summer afternoons were spent playing with friends, chasing each other until the sun dipped below the horizon, never once glancing at the clock because time simply didn't matter. The warmth of family dinners, where the sound of laughter filled the room, and just seeing the smiles of your loved ones was enough to bring a deep sense of belonging. Or maybe it was the first stirrings of young love, the innocent, heart-fluttering excitement of having someone occupy your thoughts in a way no one ever had before. The way your heart raced at a mere glance, a simple message, or an accidental touch. The sleepless nights spent overanalyzing every little detail, cherishing every fleeting moment. The naive yet beautiful belief that love, in its purest form, could last forever. Perhaps it was the immense pride of achieving something you once thought impossible. The moment you stood on a stage, your heart pounding as the applause rang out, knowing that all your hard work had led you to this very moment. The day you opened that long-awaited acceptance letter from your dream school, feeling the rush of validation that your efforts had not been in vain. The first time you landed a job, shaking with nervous excitement, realizing that this was the beginning of a new chapter 1, where you would finally carve out a space for yourself in the world. Maybe it was the adventures that forever changed the course of your life. The first time you stepped into an unfamiliar land, where everything was new, and for the first time, you truly grasped how vast and extraordinary the world really is. The times you dared to step out of your comfort zone, pushing your limits, only to discover that you were far stronger, far more capable than you had ever believed. The spontaneous decisions that led to unforgettable experiences, the road trips with friends, the sleepless nights under the stars, the moments when you felt truly alive, chasing your passion with reckless abandon, unbothered by the uncertainties of tomorrow. These pages of our lives, these cherished memories, though they have passed, remain deeply embedded in our hearts. They are the moments that have shaped us, the ones we hold on to when we need a reminder of who we are and where we have been. And if there were a magic spell, a time machine, or even a fleeting dream that could take us back, even for just a moment, who wouldn't want to relive those beautiful fragments of time? To once again feel that innocent joy, to bask in the warmth of those golden days, to embrace the people and moments that once defined our happiest days. To relive the magic, not to change anything, not to rewrite history, but simply to experience it all over again, exactly as it was. The fear of reliving painful chapters. But life is not just a collection of joyful moments. Like any great book, it is not filled solely with stories of happiness, success, and love. It also contains chapters of hardship, loss, and heartache, pages stained with sorrow and tears, moments that tested our strength and resilience, times when we felt utterly broken and unsure if we could ever move forward again. If given the chance, would you be willing to read those chapters again? Would you have the courage to relive the times when you fell apart, the moments of failure and disappointment, the days when you felt completely lost and alone? Would you be willing to go through once more the times when everything you worked for slipped through your fingers, when your dreams crumbled before your eyes, and when you questioned whether you had the strength to keep going? Would you want to experience again the excruciating pain of losing someone you love, the emptiness they left behind, the suffocating weight of grief, the helplessness of knowing that no matter how much you wished for it, they would never return? Could you bear to relive the heartbreak that shattered your trust, the betrayals that left you feeling abandoned, the rejection that made you question your own worth? For many, the mere thought of confronting such painful experiences again is terrifying. Pain, whether physical or emotional, is not something we wish to endure twice. When we experience suffering, we often tell ourselves that time will heal us, that the wounds will eventually fade, that one day we will be able to move on. We try to distance ourselves from the hurt, to leave the past behind and focus on what lies ahead. Yet, in the story of life, even the painful chapters hold their own significance. They may be the hardest to read, the most difficult to accept, but they are also the ones that shape us the most. Without them, we would not be who we are today. These difficult moments have tested our limits, pushed us beyond our comfort zones, and forced us to discover strengths we never knew we had. They have taught us resilience, patience, and the true meaning of perseverance. The pain of failure teaches us to rise again, to redefine success on our own terms, and to keep pushing forward despite the setbacks. The heartbreaks remind us of the importance of self-worth, of choosing ourselves even when others don't. The loss of loved ones makes us cherish the time we have, teaching us that life is fleeting and that every moment spent with those we love is a gift. The betrayals and rejections, no matter how much they hurt, often redirect us toward something better, something we might not have found if we had stayed where we once were. We cannot change the past, nor can we erase the difficult chapters from our book. But what truly matters is how we choose to perceive them, not as scars to be hidden or wounds to be forgotten, but as important lessons that have shaped us. They are the evidence of our strength, our growth, and our ability to overcome even the darkest of times. So, if you could go back and read your life's book again, would you skip these painful pages, or would you embrace them, knowing that they have played a crucial role in making you the person you are today? Would you turn away from the suffering, or would you acknowledge that without it, you would never have understood the depth of your own courage and resilience? Life is not meant to be a story of only joy and triumph. It is a tapestry woven with both light and darkness, love and loss, success and failure. And perhaps, in the end, the greatest strength lies in accepting every chapter, both the beautiful and the painful, as part of the extraordinary journey that is uniquely yours. The power of the unwritten pages. Unlike a book that has already been printed and bound, our life's story remains unfinished, with blank pages stretching ahead, waiting to be filled. Each sunrise marks a new beginning. Each decision we make shapes the plot of our journey, and every passing moment presents an opportunity to transform our future. While we cannot rewrite the past, we hold the pen that writes the chapters to come. If there are parts of our story that we wish had been different, we cannot erase them, but we can ensure that what follows transforms our narrative into one of resilience, growth, and fulfillment. We are not prisoners of our past. Mistakes, failures, heartbreaks, and disappointments may have written some painful chapters, but they do not define the entire book of our life. The beauty of our existence lies in its fluidity, in the fact that with every choice we make, we have the power to turn the page and begin anew. We are not bound by past regrets, nor are we forever limited by the setbacks we have endured. Instead, we can choose to embrace life wholeheartedly, to love deeply and without fear, to take bold risks, and to pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. The power to rewrite our perspective. Life grants us the power to create new memories, to redefine our perspectives, and to change our direction if we find ourselves on a path that no longer serves us. There is no single storyline that we must follow, only the ones we choose to create for ourselves. If the previous chapters were filled with sorrow, we can choose to fill the next ones with hope. If we have spent too much time being afraid to fail, we can decide to take chances and embrace uncertainty. If we have lived with bitterness and regret, we can shift our focus toward healing, acceptance, and inner peace. We can decide to be kinder, not just to others, but also to ourselves. Often, we are our own harshest critics, carrying the weight of past mistakes and the echoes of self-doubt. But just as we extend compassion to those around us, we can learn to extend the same forgiveness to ourselves. We can choose to release the burdens of resentment, to let go of pain that no longer needs to define us, and to embrace the understanding that we are always evolving. Every hardship we have endured, every lesson we have learned, has prepared us for the chapters still to come. Living with purpose and intention. The key to a fulfilling life is not perfection, but engagement, being fully present in every moment, embracing both the joys and the struggles, and living in alignment with our values and aspirations. We can shift our focus toward what truly matters, cherishing the relationships that uplift us, seeking experiences that enrich our souls, and striving for a sense of purpose that extends beyond material success. What if, instead of waiting for happiness to arrive, we created it? What if, instead of fearing change, we embraced it as an opportunity for growth? What if we stopped merely existing and started living deeply, intentionally, and with an open heart? The final chapter, a story worth telling. And when the final chapter of our life is written, there will be no opportunity for revision, no second chances to rewrite the pages already lived. But what we do have is the ability to ensure that when we reach the last page, we can look back with a sense of peace, knowing that we lived with purpose, authenticity, and passion, that we did not let fear dictate our choices, that we loved without reservation, that we pursue our dreams even when the odds were against us. Perhaps in the end, the most profound realization will not be whether we will read our story again, but whether we truly lived it the first time, whether we embraced every opportunity, faced every challenge with courage, and appreciated every moment we were given. Because a life well lived is not measured by how perfect the story is, but by how deeply we are engaged with every chapter, both the joyful and the painful. And if we do that, then perhaps, when the final page turns, we will do so with a smile, knowing that our story was one worth telling.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.